Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much again for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Take another look here at TAO, Bitunix, whatever you want to call it. This coin is looking primed and ready to go. I want to say thank you to Grease Monkey Dave, which is a funny name by the way. Always makes me laugh a little bit when I say the name out loud. Is one of our active community members, and he mentioned taking a look at this. So we'll see if it's worthwhile, take it a long or a short or whatever the case is. I wouldn't necessarily recommend a short right now in any trade or any coin because Bitcoin dominance pulling back. We're starting to see some altcoins surge here, concurrent with Bitcoin. I think if Bitcoin can maintain 96 to 98K range, we're going to be in good shape with a lot of alts here in the next couple of days. Again, that can change at any time. Like yesterday, everything looked super bearish, so please take this with a grain of salt. But we're going to pull up some liquidation levels and kind of see what's going on. I'm fairly confident that this one is available here, which it is. And what we're going to do is we're also going to talk about trend lines too, because we broke some trend lines. We're above some key levels, and that's generally a favorable situation. So we'll look at that too. One last thing I just want to say while we're loading here is a big thank you to always hitting like button, commenting below. Deeply appreciate that, and just being an amazing part of my life. It's really cool to be able to share this experience with you. So thanks again. All right, so let's take a look here at liquidation levels first and work our way down, and we can kind of see here a pretty solid amount of liquidation between 520 to 550. It's just kind of some round numbers, but we can see a pretty big chunk there. We zoom out and in a little, we can see, roughly the same thing. Each one of these bars, 50 to 100 million per bar. So we probably got somewhere in the range of, half a billion to a full billion between now and 550, maybe even more if we go all the way up to about 600. So good stuff there in that sense. Majority lower liquidation levels have been swept. There's still some left down here at about 445, but that's much further away. That is effectively the bottom we saw here recently. So good chances coin continues to increase. We take a look here as well. We're also seeing this delta shift. Okay, liquidation delta is shifting, which is a great sign because it basically just tells us that people are no longer shorting this coin. We're seeing that shift in momentum. We start seeing green here. That's a good indication because of the simple fact that we broke a descending trend line, and shorts are starting to get squeezed out. They're starting to close their positions either forcefully or either at a loss or minor profit. So again, folks, if you are in the green on any coin, just take profit. I don't see what the big deal is. People let it go all the way to the red and then would get liquidated because they're just too stubborn to close at a loss, or secure some profits instead of I want $100,000 from this trade. I want a 100x return. Come on, guys, gals, whatever. It's stupid to think that. The mindset that people have with crypto is it's a get rich quick thing. You're going to get destroyed quick is what you do if you are following that strategy of not securing profits or using any leverage over 5% or 5x rather. Quick little example here. Take a look at our premium trades here. We took an OP long roughly 4 days ago, secured 72%. That was a 5x leverage trade. Granted, I do 10x leverage Bitcoin. That's the only coin ever 10x, but we got 53% on a long from 91,600 to roughly 98K. Okay, so again, cool stuff there. Looks like TAO is starting to run, but Bitcoin is also hitting the 98K range, which is good. Same thing with AVAX as well. We got a long open there. Let's take a look here, though, at the daily work way down. Because the last time I analyzed this, we had a descending trend, and the price broke out pretty solid. So we're basically right here for this last little uptrend. So good chance we see further upside pending the market doesn't dump, right? So for the most part, looking good. And the reason why, in a lot of ways, and you'll see this on smaller time frames, because we've broken those descending trends, which are concurrent in most cases with smaller moving averages. And I'll show you that in a minute. But the key takeaway here is that we're over the 20-day SMA for now, so 506 or higher, and we're going to be good to go. So we're looking for a closure at 506 today or higher to be above that moving average and to be like, okay, cool, we're almost on the right side of the tracks. We're also almost above 50 in the RSI. Extremely good sign, okay? Now again, this is somewhat of a resistance, but the truth is the descending trend break to me carries more weight than being above 50 in the RSI on the daily, okay? Money flow index is trailing behind, stochastic's trying to swing up, MACD is converging. These are generally favorable signs, but they're not like amazing signs, all right? And that's okay. You don't have to have amazing signs on the daily time frame to warrant a long position or a short position, right? It's just one of those things where this gives us a little more confidence that a long might be viable. Just know this 0.5 fib level at $538 is probably going to be a good consideration for a take profit target based on the SMA and the halfway mark there for our fib levels. Plus, the macro point of control is 549, right? So securing profits between 538 and 549 would seem sensible, right? Those are just key levels of resistance. 4 hour time frame, we quickly understand here we're over all moving averages. well, tentatively, we're actually rejecting out, so to speak, with the top range there at that 0.382 fib at 518, 517. So while this is good, this isn't perfect either. Again, keep that in mind. But we are above our local point of control. So if we kind of take the last, 2 weeks worth of trading, we can see that most people are heavy at 504. In fact, I think I skipped over this. I apologize. We can see that reflected here. There's 504 and 495 is that basically that point of control or open interest is where most people are hedged at. Okay, we got some previous longs, unfortunately, at the top at 528. They may be in profit here soon, but we'll see if that's a possibility or not. Okay, that's all that. Let's double check a couple things here. Just to clarify, this is kind of why I draw these trend lines out. While it's never exact, you could even draw a smaller trend line out. I like to run mine concurrent with the 50-day SMA on the 4-hour. And as you can kind of see here, we've broken above that. All the more reason why closure above 504 is an important level. Okay, so hypothetically, the price pulls back, 504 would be an awesome place to consider entry, right? Again, you can kind of see a lot of confluence there with the point of control and previous highs turned into new lows, etc. Okay, so that looks great. We look at the 4-hour here, we can see we're over 50 on the RSI, super awesome. Money flow index is above that. MACD converging, stochastics swinging up. I mean, this is like 9 out of 10 reasons to consider a long versus a short. Hourly time frames probably going to reflect similar likeliness here, which we can see. We've been above the cloud for about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours now. We got pretty solid consideration here for long, all green lights on everything. Only thing you got to recognize, there is a bit of a fair value gap down here, but I don't really subscribe to the idea of the price going that low at this point unless Bitcoin makes a run towards 95K. All right, so again, for the most part, we're probably likely to see further upside in this coin here. What I'll do is I'll post a playout chart on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. I may even post a trade alert for this guy and essentially just give you a heads up on good considerations. But the easy way to understand it as far as taking profit is concerned, again, everyone has different margins, but like me, I think a take profit target just below 0.5 fib makes perfect sense. So 537, 536, that would be sensible. It's right in my sweet spot too. I like a good 4% on a 5x leverage trade, give me a good 20% return. That's generally what I like to shoot for. Everyone's risk tolerance is different though, folks. Do what works best for you, but don't get too greedy in this market because even though this coin has tremendous potential, if you don't secure profits, you're just going to be another statistic. So just make sure you're using realistic leverage, work within your risk tolerance, be safe, and don't be sorry. Make sure you reference Bitunix too, folks. If you've used my link to register, you're automatically eligible for this trading prize pool. We got 60K up for grabs this month here, 8 days left to qualify. Really, all you got to do is just trade. Top 20 traders collect a pretty significant amount of funds. So it's cool stuff. Anyways, check that out. Link down below. I'll also post our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord playout chart here shortly. Kind of give you perspective of what I feel is going to happen next with this coin. All right, thanks again. We'll see you the next one. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.